Hello, I'm John Waters, and I'm supposed to announce there is no smoking in this theater, which I think is one of the most ridiculous things I've ever heard of in my life. How can anyone sit through a length of a film, and especially a European film, and not have a cigarette? But don't you wish you had one right now? And I'm telling you that smoke anyway. It gives ushers jobs, and if people didn't smoke, there would be no employment for the youth of today. So once again, no smoking in this theater.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to MEACH'S Musings here on this Monday. It is May 20th, 2024. Just a quick reminder for everybody watching at home who has not yet been made aware of the QR code in the upper right. This is why. You can check out the link in the description for the show. It's for our longtime family friends, the Parkers, specifically Mike, who passed away, unfortunately, a little over 2 weeks ago. So there is that. Please check out the information on that. Get all the help we can to that family to get Mike memorialized. I apologize for the cough. I'm still getting over that flu. It is what it is. So not going to be a whole lot of, him and Han around today. Just going to do a preview for what's coming up the rest of the week. But I do want to talk about, because the theme of the show today, as stated here in the title card, is milestones, moments, mysteries, and magic. It's pretty cool. There's a lot going on this week specifically. My niece, actually both my nieces are having their last week of school, through Teresa anyway. I don't have any actual nieces because my brother doesn't have any children, but my pseudo. Let's see here. I'm getting bombarded with messages because people don't remember I'm on the air here. So I am reading as I'm going here because we're live, pal. That's how it works around here. We're having dead air, but that's okay. Sure, we'll do that. We will do, okay, first show. Okay, I think that makes sense. If it doesn't, we'll figure it out here. I'm getting the comment now. Everybody left and right. What are we going to muse about? JJ, if you are available, my friend, I don't know if you're still logged into my site or not, but if you are, feel free to go ahead and pop on in and explain that. No, you're good. It's not just you. It's also my mother, because nobody seems to remember I'm on at 4 o'clock. I know you knew I was going to be on. That's why you're messaging me what you're mentioning. But if you are available to pop in real quick and explain the what you just explained to me in the message, because I'm having a little trouble understanding it because my brain is what it is still. So if you're still logged in, great. If not, we'll get you logged in here. I'll actually send you the link. I think I already did it. I did. Look at that. Yay me. Anyway, my son, of course, has one more full week of school, if you can call it a full week, because it's Monday through Thursday's regular class, and then Friday's all the classes day. But the next week he has his finals. Next week's Memorial Day, of course. That's a big milestone in this country, as it ever is. But also, this coming Friday, I get to go back for the first time since I parted ways with the company back in October, going back to Disneyland. It's been a long, May, so like October, November, December. It's been over 6 months since I went back, and I'm going back specifically to watch my show, Fantasmic. It's making a comeback after it's been off for a year after the unfortunate fire they had on property last April, with the Maleficent dragon going completely up in flames, living up to her name once and for all as Murphy. This is the fancy name there. All right, I'm going to bring him in now. He is here. I said his name and he shall appear. JJ, how are you, sir? Good to see you as always.
Doing well. I figured you would wait to bring me in for the show portion since that's what the message was about.
No, it is, but I figured I would go ahead and do those first because those are kind of off from what the rest of the week is going to be about. So I figured we go ahead and throw it up there because we are doing our usual watch alongs. People know there's pay-per-views this weekend. People know there's AEW and WWE events on for both companies, but we're doing something special here on the Multiverse of Media, and I think the graphics I have will still let me keep the QR code. If not, I'll take it down. But Thursday, beginning at 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 Pacific, which would be the Sunday Night Heat portion of the presentation, will be... Oh, go ahead.
That wasn't the time that we gave in the thing.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Well, not because I have to change the graphics too. Just hang on. We're live, folks. We are going through this. Here. Let's see.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 7 Pacific, 10 Eastern.
Well, then I have to edit that graphic clearly. All right. So 7. All right. Well, whatever.
I think that's the graphic that was made before we knew what my schedule was going to be.
No, I actually made that graphic today. I completely made that today. I appreciate not to let me drag myself under the bus any further, but no, that's 100% my bad.
So not only can Jeff not count, but Jeff can't read either. Got it.
No, Jeff can't read.
Shirt coming soon to the Jeff Meach'S Network store.
Yeah, there you go. All right, well, I'm not going to put anything up.
So we're going to do it like this.
Yeah, go ahead.
Boy.
All right.
Let me talk for a second. Just talk for a second.
Okay. I think you let me talk. I can let you talk. All right. So what we're going to do Thursday and Friday, because they are the 25th anniversary of the unfortunate Knights and the tribute that took Owen Hart from the wrestling world and from his family, obviously. There we go. So Thursday, we will be doing our coverage of not only the Sunday Night Heat before the pay-per-view, but the pay-per-view itself in its entirety. Well, what does that mean, Jeff? What that means is this. It took it down for a reason.
I went to take it down because you were talking, and then you took it down at the same time. So
it's okay. This gentleman happens to have a long held copy of the entirety of the Sunday night broadcast. So we are going to be allowing what you said in the message was five people per
day
show per day. So Thursday night and then Friday night. Now I think I have this time right on the, and again, if I'm wrong on this graphic, please let me know, but I'm pretty sure I have this right. 9 p.m. Pacific, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so that one's right. Woohoo! Yay me. Okay. So Thursday night at
50-50 booking.
Yeah. Woohoo. Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. All right. So in the Sunday night Heat time slot, if you guys were watching it on the
West Coast,
West Coast, if it actually was a West Coast broadcast, which it wasn't, and then Friday at 9 p.m. Pacific, midnight, so actually be on the 25th for you folks on the East Coast, we're going to be offering 5 viewers an opportunity to watch our version of the stream through a Discord server that our good friend James is going to be setting up, as he does for us when we have to have a little help watching the shows every now and again.
Usually when we do WWE televised watch-alongs, because we get it at West Coast times.
Yes.
Get the East Coast times. So we have him set it up through the Discord so that us West Coasters can call the action live at the East Coast time and not make Noah have to stay up to like ungodly hours to call it.
Yes.
But
so,
as Jeff said, we're going to offer to 5 viewers the opportunity to watch these videos through the Discord.
Yes.
And as messed up as it may sound, yes, we are kind of sort of making money off of this tragedy here, but we have to offer we have to, charge something for this availability because Raw Zoan is not on the Peacock, as far as I know.
No.
And the pay-per-view, if it's on there, is heavily edited.
Heavily. Yeah.
So we are offering the opportunity to see these things that you can't really find without digging into the dark web.
For real. That's, as morbid as that sounds, it's 100% accurate.
So $5 is all we're asking.
Yeah.
Super chats.
Yep.
To Jeff's channel and to my channel.
Yes.
So $25 per channel. You would like to have the opportunity to watch the videos as we call the action.
Yes. And these will be in real time on Thursday and Friday. So if you don't super chat before then,
which is kind of why I messaged Jeff and threw him off track at the start of his show, because it's like this and Stat Boy Sports Bar are really the only opportunities we're going to have to get the word out there.
Yeah, especially with Greg, not sure if he's doing his show Wednesday because of familial circumstances, unfortunately.
I saw a tweet saying he was canceling the show this week. So if
okay, well then I missed the official announcement, so I'll go ahead and make sure I don't plug that today. Because he and I talked very briefly yesterday. So
got it. So again, if you guys would like to see this footage, $5 super chat is all it takes.
Yep. And I will say, if you guys choose to tune in Thursday and Friday and not watch, you're going to get lost if you're trying to watch the Peacock version of the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Because, number one, we're also watching Heat, which I don't think is even on there yet, as far as that episode. If it is, I'm wrong, whatever. But the pay-per-view itself, as you mentioned, is completely edited. The entire Owen interview segment is not even there. And I'm not sure the announcement of him dying is even on there either. So you're going to be off timestamp wise.
Yeah.
Watching on either a show actually, because the episode of Raw will also be the recorded off television version. So it's going to be one of those. This is an opportunity that we don't get to do a whole lot, and people are going to assume we're exploiting Owen's passing. I don't look at it that way.
That's why I said it the way I did, because it's like, we are making money off of the tragedy, but
right.
I feel like we have to spend, get something in return for the service. You know as well as I do, Jeff, how many times do we do a watch along and fans are like, why aren't you showing it? Why can't we watch it with you? Why is it not up on the screen as we're doing the watch along?
Right.
Because we can't.
Because we can't. Yeah, we can't. Yeah.
This is an opportunity in a roundabout way for us to allow you guys to do that.
Right. Exactly.
But we don't want to bombard the server. We don't want to slow it down to where me and Noah are having issues watching it.
Right.
To call the action.
Right.
So that's why it's very limited to only 5 people. And thank you, Big G. 1 spot for Over the Edge has now been claimed. There's only 4 spots for that. All 5 open still for Raw Zoan.
Much appreciated, Big G. And yes, Safet, no doubt about it. Over the Edge was a cluster.
I'm going to time you out right there. Safet, I love you, brother. You're a regular viewer, but if you cannot find something better to say, then please stop commenting about Over the Edge 99. Every stream we have mentioned this on, you've commented about it being an oof.
Yes.
If you don't want to watch it, don't tune in that night, brother.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
But I'm tired of seeing your comment in every freaking stream about it.
Okay.
I'm sorry for coming down on you, man, because you're a big supporter of the channel, but it's just one of those things. It's why God invented one of these. Change the channel if you don't like it.
Yeah, that's valid. That's valid. And Big G super chatting like you should, by God.
Yes, I saw that. Big G claimed a spot for night 2, 1 for each channel. So okay.
Much appreciated, sir.
Remained for both shows.
All right.
Appreciate it,
So that's basically what, like, I was trying to break it down in my brain, and my brain wasn't like connecting the dots. So I figured I'd have you come in and just lay it out for everybody.
Yeah. So one more time, just to run it through so that it makes sense in your head again for
if
you go on to Mikey's show tomorrow to repeat it.
Correct.
Or you can just clip this part of the show and run the video.
Okay.
We are offering the opportunity to view Over the Edge 1999 and Raw Zoan, as it is 25 years to the day of the tragedy and the broadcasts.
Tribute, yeah, that's it.
$5 super chat is all it takes to get access to the Discord to be able to watch it.
Yes.
That's $5 per show.
And only 5 spots open, and that was only 4.
Only 5, 5 spots were open. Thanks to Big G, there's now only 4 spots open.
Yep.
You really only have today and Statboy Sports Bar to claim a spot.
Yes.
Because there's no Greg Cherry show.
Right.
And unless Jeff decides to do a random stream on Thursday morning, kind of the Don West hard sell go home push.
That's it.
Then it's not going to be able to do. I see Walter just sent a $5 super chat. He didn't say which night he's claiming.
He will. He will.
I have a feeling we're going to see another one from him for both nights. No one Walter, but
I'm say Walter's got to work on his spelling when he types, so he's got to get one step at a time here. His typing is what it is. Gotta make sure he types anything. And Emmanuel, I'm not gonna time you out today because I'm gonna wait to see what happens.
Bam! There we go.
There it is. There you go. That's
now
fair.
There's only 3 spots.
Yes, there's only 3 spots. And yes, CJ, I did, but it's not about the topic we're talking about right now. Please be patient with me, and I will gladly muse about that. Yes. So thank you for that, though. Much appreciated. Either way, no. Okay, so hang on now.
Yeah, this is not going up as a CASA exclusive. This is going to be streamed across the multiverse of media.
Yes.
The call portion will be available on Noah's channel, James's channel, Jeff's channel, my channel, hopefully Datilla's channel, and Greg's channel.
Right.
Only the people that super chat are going to be able to actually see the video footage of the matches as they happen.
Yes.
Yeah, and Walter's channel too.
Why the hell
not? Will not be on any of the social media pages. This won't be on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
Nope.
Just YouTube and potentially Twitch.
Yes.
If we get permission to run on Datilla's channel.
Right.
Because you got to figure Thursday and Friday are both TNA and SmackDown. Both things that she covers. Both things she usually streams to her Twitch. So we may not get approval because she can only have one stream going at a time.
And on top of that, she usually covers Impact for somebody else besides her. So that's very highly unlikely, as the boss man would say.
Yes. So Emmanuel, you will still have to super chat if you want to see the video footage, brother.
Now, the question is, we did tell Noah that the super chats to the karaokes and to the quote-unquote special streams did not count to his ultimate end-of-year demise. Do these count?
Yes, because these are not those type of things.
Okay, there. I just want to make sure. So, if any, like the Dominguez siblings, for example, you want to get Noah, this is the perfect opportunity to do it, and you get a free wrestling call on top of it. Well, not free, it's $5, but you get a wrestling call and the chance to further get Noah enrolled in Chase University. We're getting close. I know we've had a pretty decent month. So far. But we've got all year, which is nice. So what are the times again? Thank you, Pop.
Unfortunately, Pop, the times are probably past your bedtime as Thursday doesn't even start until 10 p.m. your time.
Yes.
And Friday doesn't start till midnight your time.
Right.
So it'd be way past your bedtime, unfortunately. And then you figure Raw Zone is 2 hours. So that's 2 a.m. Saturday you're getting done.
Yeah.
The pay-per-view is roughly 3 plus heat. So you're looking at about a 3.5 hour call there.
Yes.
So that's going to be like 1:30, almost 2 a.m. again, Friday morning.
And if you're crazy like us, are going to get up at 7:30 to do Simply Predicting for the King of the Ring show, and then do the King of the Ring call. Yeah, I'm not going to sleep Friday night. Well, I'll be somewhere else. I'll get back to that in a second. But this channel is not going to sleep this weekend. It's Memorial Day weekend, and we are going to party with fireworks and everything. So it's going to be a crazy weekend. It's yes. I figured, Jerry, but we love you anyway, brother. Thank you, appreciate it as always. Like I said, 80s karaoke and beach party karaoke coming up, Jerry. It'll be your chance to shine again.
At least for the first hour.
That's valid. Sleep, what the hell is sleep? Yeah, Walter, we don't know anymore either. Walter has his supply to keep him relaxed. So there is that. All right. Well, I'll keep you on here. Fuck it, whatever. I don't care. All right.
Well, I was going to say, I know the super chat was directed to both of us, so why don't we do that real quick, and then I'll dip out and let you get back to your show. That you weren't going to be on here long, and we've already gone almost a half hour. So
yeah, I figured I would go long talking about Disney and then talking about the shills, but this is fine too. I have no problem talking about this because I actually was going to bring this up the week the thing premieres. But we're going to talk about it now. That's fine. CJ with a $10 super chat says, who do you think mostly killed WCW? I think it was Vince Russo and the merger with Time Warner.
I will go first here, if I may.
Please.
Vince Russo had nothing to do with it. We need to break out the Men in Black neuralizer and just...
Yeah, that's fair.
That is not a factor. It was the merger first and foremost.
Yeah.
WCW was never intended to survive.
Yeah.
Vince Russo got in there, started booking. The ratings went up during his time booking.
Yep.
How was that a failure?
Originally.
How did he kill it?
Yeah.
And then they pulled the book from him because we couldn't have it succeed.
Yeah.
And everything went to shit again.
Yeah. I am very interested in how the Dark Side of the Ring folks are going to present this on June 4th.
Yeah.
Which for Star Wars fans, same day the Acolyte premieres on Disney Plus, for the record. I found that out today. So busy week because we've got those two things, and then we've got NXT Battleground in Vegas that Saturday. So Sunday. Yes, there you go.
So yeah, Vince Russo was not the problem. Eric Bischoff was not the problem.
Yeah,
Warner taking over from Ted Turner was the problem.
Yeah, even if you read the horribly worded and written and whatever book, The Death of WCW by Reynolds and Alvarez, even they agree that it wasn't any of those. What ultimately killed WCW, besides the merger in the first place, was the new CEO of Turner that was implemented. That was Jamie Kellner. And Jamie Kellner, in the process of the venture led by Eric Bischoff to buy WCW from TBS, part of that deal was that they would still remain on TBS and TNT. And Jamie Kellner, when he took over as the CEO of that division of the company, decided to throw WCW off the air. So the CEO of Turner, the Turner division of Time Warner is for me, it's mostly killed WCW. He completely killed WCW. Now, I will say there were a lot of, it was very much like King Kong atop the Empire State Building. Okay. The first shot from the plane grazed the big gorilla, right? Or the great ape, I guess is the best way I can say it. You know, that particular shot would have been WWF winning the first Monday after 83 weeks. That entire summer, little body blows, little grazing shots. But between the time that Bischoff got his budget gutted and standards and practices overseeing more of the product than they were, from that point on, everything was just a barrage of bullets. Unfortunately for fans, the barrage of bullets still took 2.5 years before Jamie Kellner went right between the eyes with the decision to cancel WCW programming. That's what it comes down to. It has very little to do with the people in charge of booking and creative. It has everything to do with the people on the business side.
Yep.
I am telling you right now, that is a conversation that's happening right now in El Segundo, in a black, silver, and purple adorned offices and dressing rooms, because there's going to be a bloodletting, I have a feeling, in the Kings organization after this last season. I'd be very surprised if the front office looked anything similar to the way it does right now in about a month. And it's because it's not working. What they're doing is not working. And for Turner, WCW wasn't working. They never really were, if you really think about it. Morning. Well, thank you, Walter. We'll go ahead and put that up here. Funny, CJ brought up that I just decided to start watch-alongs of every WCW pay-per-view. Good Lord. Started in 1990 on my channel. I'm working with Noah to see what day works for him, but it'll be weekly. Stay tuned and subscribe. Well, there you go. I mean, my goodness. That's awesome. Very cool. And thank you for the 20, whoever that went. I appreciate that. Thank you. So, yeah, it is Jamie Kellner. 100% is the chief
guilty party.
Thank you. Primary guilty party. That's what I was trying to go for. Chief, I was going to say CEO, but it's like, no, he's primary guilty party in that. So thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the reply, Walter. Much appreciated. And be on the lookout for that, because it's funny that you started 1990, because that's when I started watching wrestling, was 1990. So there you go. The pay-per-views back then for WCW up until about 95, or have fun with that. They are a trip. I would say watch all 1990, because then you go back in May, you watch Capital Combat with RoboCop. RoboCop saving the day for Sting and Luger. That was a thing. You gotta love it.
On that note,
he's bounced out of here.
Now that we have gotten out and across and clarified what I was trying to say to you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I will go ahead and dip out. Thank you for allowing me to come in and explain things.
Yes, I appreciate the explanation very much.
Open per day now.
Yes.
$5 per show. If anybody would actually like to watch the video footage of Over the Edge 99, where the tragedy that befell Owen Hart occurred, and the tribute the following night, Roz Owen.
Exactly. We will see you guys that later this week for sure. Thank you, JJ, again for coming in. We will see him on let's see here. Let me just make sure I got this right here. All right, so JJ got the 20. Very cool. I like it. Very cool. All right. So as far as the rest of the week goes, let me go ahead and get into that. Again, you're watching MEACH'S Musings, so thank you for tuning in today. We'll talk about Disney here momentarily. I was going to do that earlier, but we'll do it at the end. So tomorrow, Statboy Sports Bar will be open at its usual time slot of 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. And Mikey and company will be talking about the schedule release for the NFL from this last week, the continuing Stanley Cup playoffs, which the second round ends tonight with Game 7 between Edmonton and Vancouver. So we'll see how that series lays out. The NBA playoffs are ongoing. A lot of news in the sports world. There was a fight during the NASCAR post race yesterday. Freaking Ricky Stenhouse Jr., the asshole that he is, decided to pick a fight with Kyle Busch, who, Kyle Busch is a legendary hothead himself, but it was totally not Kyle's fault. My God. So we'll be talking all about that, I'm sure, tomorrow on Stat Boy Sports Bar. As mentioned, of course, Over the Edge will be going live beginning at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. As a retro watch along, I'll fix the graphic and we'll get on that as soon as we get off the air here. And then Friday at 9 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Midnight Eastern, Raw as Owen will be going live. And then Saturday, we just work all freaking day. We start, so I'm going to get that down real quick here for you. Saturday morning, 10:30 a.m. Eastern, 7:30 Pacific, we will be doing something predicting for King and Queen of the Ring. And that'll be with Noah and very likely myself if I can actually get up. No, Walter, you're good, brother. If you want to throw me something later, that's fine too. Although it's fine. You're good. Anyway, so King and Queen of the Ring, simply predicting, will be at 10:30 a.m. Eastern, 7:30 a.m. Pacific, which will be followed immediately by our coverage of King and Queen of the Ring. And that'll be beginning at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific across the Multiverse of Media. And then not immediately following, but close to it, 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific, Noah and company will be simply predicting Sunday's Double or Nothing show. And that'll be on the Casa and the Simpleman brand. And then, of course, Saturday night, as we do, we will have open mic night. And then Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 Pacific, we'll be going live with our pre-show and then our live call of Double or Nothing from AEW. And we'll finish out May, a week from Friday, with the dads and Always on Wrestling and the top 10 matches contested for the Intercontinental Championship within WWE. Excuse me about that. And then, of course, all throughout June and the rest of the year, we got 16 more nights of watch-alongs after this weekend. And then, of course, WrestleMania is already set for next year. Also looking to be out of this event here coming up in June at the Bourbon Room here in Hollywood. Nikki and Bree show, Mom's Gone Wild tour. They'll be in San Francisco, in LA, and back in New York. So I'm looking to get out to the Bourbon Room in June and go see my buddies. Haven't seen them in a while. Looking forward to it. Very likely, but I know No DQ is doing their King and Queen of the Ring predictions tomorrow night, but we're waiting until Saturday morning because we want to make sure we get SmackDown covered. Now, as I was saying, before I want to make sure I got the Owen shows explained properly, I'm returning to Disneyland Friday. First time I've been back inside the park gate since my separation from the company back in October, and I am going specifically to see Fantasmic. I have not had the opportunity to see Fantasmic in over a year. This is a photo from the last time I got to watch it in person, which was back in February 10th of last year. A friend I met on the Honors of America that night, along with her children, they were watching the show, and I asked, "Can you please just get a shot of me watching the show?" I don't have any of those. I have like a selfie I took of Dylan and I getting ready to watch the show when it came back in 2018. And then I got a great shot of him watching the show on the Rivers of America. And I got great shots of the show, but none of me just watching the show. So she took that. She also took a couple of video clips. I can't air those, obviously, because of copyright reasons. But yeah, I'm very much looking forward to returning to a place that JJ so many years ago dubbed our Woosah places. Woosah. A chance to breathe and chill for a day and be able to do our thing. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to this weekend and all the content we've got going on. And Walter says, by the way, I'm moving to Penn Valley or Grass Valley, hopefully by next year. Still far from you, about 9 hours, but we will see each other in person more often. Oh, cool. That'd be awesome. Looking forward to it, brother. So that's it for me here on MEACH'S Musings. We'll be back live here tomorrow night, 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 Pacific, with Step Boy Sports Bar, talking about all the things that went on in the last week, including the NFL schedule release and the Stanley Cup and NBA playoffs and so much more. With Greg not having his show Wednesday, I might do a show Wednesday night. It depends how I'm feeling. I'll probably be here because then Thursday morning I'm leaving on transit to go out to my sister's to get ready for Disney on Friday. So may have a show Wednesday. Haven't decided yet, but either way, we will be live the rest of the week. So thank you all very much for watching today, and we will see you tomorrow on Temple Sports Bar and throughout the week right here across the Multiverse of Media.
The Jeff Meacham Network's Multiverse of Media. For over 15 years, the recognized symbol of excellence and the standard bearer in coverage of sports and entertainment.